my computer doing? Spinning wheels going around and round. Loading that. Don't care about that. Just come on. Where's the chat? Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. Now it shows I don't even have volume or anything. Corner. Be a silent stream. There comes the chat. There we go. God is great. Chuck the Bree Sports Cards. Big Ray. Bernie H. God is great. Dragon Fan Tim. Not here. My word. It's populating the chat so fast I can't even read them all. Not here still. Hey Boomslang. Boomslang's in the house. Yo. Big Ray. God is great. Alright. See what time I went live. 2:06. 2:06 plus 5 is 2:11, so at 2:11 we'll see who's showed up in the live stream. Alright. Give me a second here and I'll open up my camera. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I'm here in background mode. I got a Swedish fish stuck in one of my teeth. I'm trying to clean it out before I go open the camera. Chuck the Bree Sports Cards Cops is in the house. Crossover Paranormal saying hi everyone. We got 1 more minute. By then hope I can get the rest of that Swedish fish unstuck from my tooth. Or you'll see a big red blurb there and you'll think, oh no, does Don have a blood clot in his mouth or something? No, I don't have no blood clots. I just went to the doctor's office this morning, had my blood work done. Next week I have my every 6 month diabetes checkup. We'll be checking on that. Hopefully my lab results are doing better. Okay, and we have 2:11. So that will end the early bird entries. I'm going to wait till I get into our biography for today, and I'm going to do a refresh on my PC, which won't affect the biography, but my Google Chrome on my PC wants to be updated. And it's saying, do you want to relaunch to finish the update? And I'm going to wait. So I'm not going to ignore everybody, but I'm going to wait. So again, our new 2023 Patreon. Oh, by the way, welcome. It's Hall of Fame Biography, episode 144. William Hulbert is our Hall of Famer today, and we will have trivia. And after that, we'll see how much time we've got left, and we will continue on with the stream. Again, I'm going to try... Ooh, excuse me. Must have been that rest of the burrito from Qdoba yesterday that I finished off before coming up here for lunch. But, yep, that's just a Swedish fish with that floppy disk. DOS, maybe? No, I don't. I'm on Windows, but Windows don't like me anymore, because they know I've migrated over to my Mac for the most part. Oh, you guys probably want to see me, don't you? I forgot to undo that after I told you I would do it as soon as 2:11 got here. So we are here now. So, hold on, that's what's not working here. Let me get this. Sorry, my one chat was not ready, and I was like, what is it doing? Hello. Now my computer is not communicating with me at all. Oh, wait, no, there it goes. No, that's not what I want to do. Sorry. My computer's being picky. Now it's just reloading the same page again. No! No! You gotta love computers that don't like communicating properly. No, why are you doing that? Like they made another change. I can't even click on things and get to the main menu. No, I want to go into, oh my word. Sometimes you feel like you're on a Jeopardy game and you're not really there, you know? Bear with me. My Mac's acting up now. I don't like taking the weekend off, but I have no choice in the matter. If I kept doing something every day, I think my computer would be fine. But when I take the weekend off, oh wait, I think finally the icon came up. Give me a moment. Yes, now I can go there. Oh my word. Gotta love it. Yeah, gotta love it, don't you? Okay, we can turn this off because that was from this morning. That's done. This is here. And let's go, and I think it's gonna load up. Get the chat. Get the chat. We got 5 thumbs up, I see. We've got 10 minutes in. We've got 8 people viewing. So thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me if you forgot to do it already. Appreciate it. That's for sure. Live chat. Okay. Going back up to the top. Again, new 2023 Patreon tiers, which 23 is coming to a close. If you join now, it won't be till December that you would get your Patreon. But if we have no new Patreons in the new year, I might close up the current new Patreon tiers. I do have my original Hall of Fame Patreon tiers, and I've got the new 2023 Patreon tiers, which I would continue it in 2024 if there's enough interest. Okay? These new tiers are repacked boxes of your favorite PC team or teams. You can choose up to 2 teams per Patreon. So depending on how many 2-teamers sign up, decides on how many teams are left. I have a list of 31 teams. It's the current 30 plus the Montreal Expos, whom are no longer in existence but are the Washington Nationals. If you choose the Washington Nationals, I will automatically include probably about half of your cards Washington Nationals and half of your cards Montreal Expos, unless somebody chooses the Montreal Expos as their team that they want to receive cards for. So other than that, boom, that's where we are right now. $10.99 for a Carefield. Oh, by the way, I might change the prices just maybe by $1, $2 at the most, due to the postage costs gone up a little bit. But a $10.99 for a Carefield contains 1 pack of unopened cards. $14.99's Blaster Box contains 3 packs of unopened cards, and $24.99 is a Mega Box and contains 5 packs of unopened cards. And if you want the full meal deal, a Carefield, a Blaster, and a Mega each month, you can get that for $49.99 per month. Okay, which contains a Carefield, a Blaster, and a Mega. Every box contains sticker certified packing by moi with my little channel logo sticker sealing the box for my approval. Then you know that I packed it and it didn't get it from someone else. Okay, and then every box contains a sticker certified packing and a guaranteed hit in every box. So that's it for the commercial break. We will get into our regular content momentarily after we go through. We have 278 entries so far today. So we're getting close. Probably today we will make it up to the 3rd tier. We should make it up to the 3rd tier in our stream today. Okay. All right. Going back to sorting, be lurking in the background. Thanks, Sarah Boom. Mickey, appreciate you doing that. I know a lot of people do that, so feel free to do that at your leisure. That's what I do a lot of times is I watch people's content, usually I try to, as much as possible, leave a comment on the video when it's been watched so that you know I made an appearance and watched some of your content. But we've got God is Great in here for our first person for today. So that's a 2+. Okay. Now we've got Chuck Dupree next on the banner here with a 2+. We got Big Ray here with a 2+. All right. Chuck Dupree, God is Great, Chuck, Big Ray, Bernie H is in the house. Bernie H for a 2+. All right. God is Great, Big Ray, Boom Slang. We got Boom Slang in here. We got Chuck Dupree. We got Dragon Fan Tim, who's not here, is in the house. Alright, Bernie H, Hunter, Chuck Dupree, Boom Slang, Bernie H, Chuck, Big Ray, God is Great. Crossover Paranormals here, 2+. Jonathan's here for a 2+. Boom Slang, Hunter, Dragon Fan Town. Oh, Hunter Buescher's here with a 2+. Almost missed you. I seen somebody saying hi to you there, Hunter, so I know you're here now. Chuck Dupree, Big Ray, God is Great, Cops, Bernie H, Big Ray, Chuck, God is Great, Dragon Fan Tim, Big Ray's ball cards. Weird how we can all see in here, Donald, but the Windows Vista machine can't keep up. Dragon Fan Tim's here, we got him already, Big Ray. Me ending the early bird entries, so I think I got everybody. Do me a favor, I'm going to go through the list real quick so I know who was here for the early birds. Let me know if I did not log you in and you were here before. What was that? if you were here by 2:11 or earlier. So I've got logged in for 2 entries into the November drawing. Bernie H, Big Ray, Boom Slang, Chuck Dupree, Cops, Dragon Fan Tim, God is Great, and Hunter Busher. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. That's 14 entries. 78, 88, 92. All we need is 8 more. 8 more. So maybe by the end of the stream here, we should have those 8 more. And as I log them in and fill up the board, we will continue on from there. My PC is the Brooklyn Dodgers. I'm looking for a Jackie Robinson rookie. That's pretty interesting there, Dragon Fan Tim. That's pretty cool though. Jackie Robinson rookie. Huh. All of a sudden you're a Brooklyn Dodgers. Oh, Brooklyn Dodgers. There we go. Just the Brooklyn Dodgers, not the Los Angeles Dodgers. Okay. Got you there, Tim. Got you there for sure. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that one's done. Oh, that's right. I forgot those down there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26, 90, 26 and 278, 20, 90. Yeah, we should make it. We should make it, that's for sure. Okay, so let me refresh the chat here. All right. Who is in jeopardy? That's always interesting. Alright, let me get a sip of water here real quick and we will get into our baseball oddities and our trivia for today. Sounds like my wife might be. Oh yeah, by the way, if I do get a call, I might have to take it because it's an important call for one of my wife's upcoming appointments. So I'll fill in everybody when we know more information about my wife possibly having another surgery coming up here. This will be scheduled though. This isn't going to be like boom, she's having surgery, and boom, she's in the hospital, and boom, all that stuff. We're hoping this time it'll go through and that she'll get included into a trial procedure that they've been having real good results. But we will go from there. When we know more, you will know more in the channel. So other than that, again, don't forget Bernie H, Big Ray, Boom Slang, Chuck Dupree, Cops, Dragon Fan Tim, God is Great, and Hunter Busher. Uh-oh, I think I must have missed a call while I was... Let's see. Let me check something quick. No, that's not who I'm waiting for. Let me just check something real quick. Not the one I was expecting, so we're good to go there. Hold on, let me check one other thing. Okay, nope, not there. All right. So, yeah, this one's an easier procedure than our first one. She just got to have a valve insertion done, and it's less invasive. They don't have to do open heart surgery, but they will go in through one of her main arteries down in her groin area and then go up into the heart to insert this valve. And then once it's inserted and placed right, they'll open it up and it'll reinforce her heart valve that isn't closing properly. So with the reinforcement, it will allow the heart to function like it's opening, and it'll help the heart valve that's existing in there that's getting faulty and causing minor backflow, and to reinforce it, kind of like a secondary valve that'll help support the initial valve that they're not going to remove. And so that's what we got going on. But we've got like 3 or 4 tests scheduled for this month, one in December, as we move forward to try and get included into this trial and get it done. Appreciate that, cops and Big Ray and anybody else. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate the prayers. All prayer always helps and always provides answers in God's time. We're putting this all in God's hands, that He'll take care of her and get her heart working properly. And if everything's good to go, then we're hopefully going, yeah, open heart surgery isn't a thing anymore. Everything goes through the groin and veins now. I know, it's amazing. Almost, well, the procedure she had before at the time was the best that was available at that time in the mid 80s, 1980s. That's when she had her first open heart surgery, where they had to open her up and put a new valve in and then close her back up, and the healing process. And yes, definitely a lot easier now. Thanks, Bernie. Appreciate that very much. So let's get into our trivia, and then we'll get into our Hall of Fame biography. Alright, so Baseball Oddities is our first one, so it's not a trivia, but it's information about a baseball oddity. The baseball birthdays for yesterday, Monday, November 6th, were Walter Johnson, John Candelaria, the Candyman, Buddy Kerr, and Adam LaRoche. See, that's one more reason why I needed to have a Swedish fish today for John Candelaria. That's why I have the Swedish fish. I knew there was a reason why I wanted to eat fish today, at least Swedish fish. Yeah, we had a choice of doing that. I know what you went through there, Mickey. And then Big Ray, yeah. When Cindy had her first open heart surgery in 1986, when she was on the operating table, the doctor had to come out and talk to me and explain the situation. We already knew ahead of time that it was either going to be a pig's valve or a mechanical heart valve. When they went in, they said her valve was too small, so they couldn't use the pig's valve, which was fine. They said, we'll have to put the mechanical, but then she won't have to she shouldn't never have to have it replaced. It should work for the rest of her life, which it has so far. Almost 38 years now, she's had a mechanical heart valve and been on Coumadin that whole time. So, and she was 30 something back then, early 30s. And my wife is now 67. She'll be 68 this December. So yeah, but that's the route we had to go. Instead of the pig's valve, we went with the mechanical heart valve, and it has been a blessing. And when they inspected it, checked it this last year when we were up for the trial, They said that that's looking good. There's no problem with that valve. It's just probably because of the heart murmur and the irregular heartbeat and stuff. It's affected one of the other smaller valves, but they want to try and correct that, and so that's what they're going to do. All right, so as far as baseball oddities for today, in a game at Municipal Stadium in Kansas City on April 22nd, 1959, the White Sox scored 11 runs in the 11th with just one hit. 11 runs in the 7th with just one hit. The A's committed 3 errors, allowing a single by Johnny Callison, a stolen base by Luis Aparicio, and 3 hurlers surrendered 10 walks and a hit batter. All 9 Sox batted twice in the inning. Oddly, Sox starter and 1959 Cy Young winner Ernie Wynn had been knocked out in the second, having surrendered a homer to Roger Maris and allowing 6 runs. He left with a 6-1 deficit, but the Sox won 20-6. So that's pretty interesting for a baseball oddity. And by the way, in case you didn't realize it, today is election day. Make sure that went in the trash. All right. And our baseball birthdays for today, Tuesday, November 7th, this election day in 2023. The baseball birthdays are Jim Catt, Joe Negro, Dick Stewart, and Jake Gibbs. Okay, I believe. Okay, there's one answer. It'll be worth 5 entries in the November trivia. So let me get the... Start putting your guesses in. Okay, I will get it ready. I'll read the question like I always do 2 times through. After the second time too, I'll hit the enter button and it'll say start guessing your trivia answers now. Oh, okay. Interesting, Mickey. Yeah. It was my wife that had a mitral valve replacement. It was the same valve probably that your wife had worked on. All this time we just found out our wives had the same type of open heart surgery. That's pretty interesting there, Mickey. More reason for when I come out to New Jersey next. I got to meet up with you, brother. That'd be nice to meet you in person, have a chance to talk and visit with you, and see your whole setup there maybe by that time. Could be next year sometime. Might be making a trip, or sooner, we'll see. Could be early next year. We'll have to see how things work out. But our trivia for today is team history. And the question is, which team was the last to have 2 pitchers win 55 or more games between them? Was it A, the 1931 Athletics? Was it B, the 1944 Tigers? Was it C, the 1961 Yankees? Or was it D, the 1963 Dodgers? So again, I'll read the question and answers one more time, and then the guessing will commence. Team history. Which team was the last to have 2 pitchers win 55 or more games between them? A, the 1931 Athletics. B, the 1944 Tigers. C, the 1961 Yankees. Or D, the 1963 Dodgers. Okay, go ahead and start. Start your trivia guessing answers now. Big Ray, you got it right. It was B. The 1944 Tigers. Big Ray got it correct with the answer of B. Okay, let me go ahead and read through this. Give you a heads up to what the title for tomorrow's trivia. Oh, tomorrow's going to be another team history trivia. Another team history trivia for Wednesday. Alright. So again, team history for today was which team was the last to have two pitchers win 55 or more games between them? The B, the 1944 Tigers. B being the answer, Hal Newhouser finished 29-9, and Dizzy Trout was 27-14 for a combined 56-23 mark. Trout owned the better ERA with 2.12 to Newhouser's 2.22. In addition, Trout belted 5 home runs, knocked in 24, and batted 271. But in a close vote for the most valuable player awards, Newhouser prevailed 236 to 232. There you go. That is your trivia for today. November the 7th. Congratulations there, Big Ray. Good job. Well done on that. Alright, we're going to put this away for now. We're going to get ready to do our Hall of Fame biography. Again, it's going to be today Miller James Huggins. I don't have any baseball cards, so I'll read the postcard here, in case you're wondering. Miller James Huggins, 1904 to 1929. He was manager of the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Yankees, led the Yankees to 6 pennants in 1921, 22, 23, 26, 27, and 28, and 3 World Series victories in 1923, 27, and 28. Second baseman in playing days with the Reds and the Cardinals in 1904 through 1916. Put this right up here in plain view there. All right. Switched over here. Live chat. I think I'll do my relaunch later because I forgot. I have to leave my other window open. In case so I can see the chat coming in. While we're doing and my Mac is running slow still. You have to bear patience and wait. For things to load up here. Okay, time to put my little Swedish fish away for Candelaria's birthday today. And we'll get into Miller Huggins here. Oh, here, just so you can see, this is my bag of Swedish fish here. It says it's a shareable size, but it's going to be kind of hard to share with you guys. Unless we had virtual Swedish fish. I'd give you a virtual Swedish fish. So Miller Huggins. Miller James Huggins was born March 27th, 1878 and passed away September 25th, 1929. He was an American professional baseball player and manager. Huggins played second base for the Cincinnati Reds in 1904 through 1909 and St. Louis Cardinals 1910 to 1916, and he managed the Cardinals 1913 to 17 and the New York Yankees 1918 to 1929, including the Murderers Row teams of the 1920s that won 6 American League pennants and 3 World Series championships. Let me scooch my chair in just a little bit here to get a little bit more comfortable. That's right, I'm a little busy right now. Okay, so Huggins was born in Cincinnati. He received a degree in law from the University of Cincinnati, where he was also captain on the baseball team. Rather than serve as a lawyer, Huggins chose to pursue a professional baseball career. He played semi-professional and minor league baseball from 1898 to 1903, which at the time he signed with the Reds. As a player, Huggins was adept to getting on base. He was also an excellent fielding second baseman, earning the nickname Rabbit, Little Everywhere, and Mighty Mite for his defensive prowess, and was later considered an intelligent manager who understood the fundamentals of the game. Despite fielding successful teams for the Yankees in the 1920s, he continued to make personnel changes in order to maintain his team's superiority in the American League. He was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame by the Veterans Committee in 1964. As far as his early life, Huggins was born on March 27, 1878 in Cincinnati, where his father was an Englishman, worked as a grocer. His mother was a native of Cincinnati. He had 2 brothers and 1 sister. Huggins attended Woodward High School, Walnut Hills High School, and later University of Cincinnati, where he studied law and played college baseball for the Cincinnati Bearcats baseball team. A shortstop, he was named team captain of the Bearcats in 1900. Seeing him consumed with baseball, his law professors summoned him to justify what they would keep him in the law program. Huggins' father, a devout Methodist, objected to his son playing baseball on Sundays, but Huggins played semi-professional baseball in 1898 for the Cincinnati Shamrocks, a team organized by Julius Fleischmann, where he played under the pseudonym Proctor due to his father's opposition and his amateur status in 1900. He played for Fleischmann's semi-professional team in the Catskill Mountains. The mountain tourists leading the team with a .400 batting average. After receiving his law degree from Cincinnati, Huggins realized that he could make even more money playing baseball, and as such, William Howard Taft, one of Huggins's law professors, advised him to play baseball. He was admitted to the bar, but never practiced any law. For his professional career, early playing career through 1899 to 1903, Huggins began his playing career in minor league baseball with the Mansfield Haymakers of the Class B Interstate League. In 1899, he continued his minor league apprenticeship with the St. Paul Saints and the American Association from 1901 to 1903. After starting his career extensively right-handed hitter, as a right-handed hitter, he began to bat from the left side in 1902. In response to his offensive struggles for the 1901 season, while also moving to second base during his time at St. Paul. Huggins handed 19 fielding chances, 11 putouts, and 9 assists without committing an error in a game with the Saints in 1902. The previous Major League Baseball record being 18, set by Fred Dunlop in 1882. In 1903, he pulled off the first delayed steal in recorded baseball history. Then he was with the Cincinnati Reds from 1904 to 1909. Fleischman, part owner of the Cincinnati Reds of the National League, kept an eye on Huggins while he played for St. Paul. The Reds duly purchased his contract from the Saints before 1904, and he made his MLB debut on April the 15th, 1904, and proved very adept at getting on base. He batted .264 with the Reds that season and improved in the 1906 season, finishing with a .292 batting average and stolen bases, while spending considerate time developing his upper body strength. Although Huggins hoped to be selected as Ned Herron's successor and Cincinnati's manager after the 1907 season, the Reds instead went with John Gansel. In 1908, he played with the Reds' Cuban-American Major League Club series. Hampered by a broken ankle and torn ligaments in his shoulder, he slumped to .209 in 1909. Let me get a sip of water here in a second as soon as my computer straightens out here. Alright. Then he went to the St. Louis Cardinals in 1910 through 1917. Oh yeah. Ryan was pretty awesome pitcher. Real awesome pitcher. So then he went on with the New York Yankees. In 1918, come on, slow down, Bono. 1918. What the heck is this computer doing? Oh my word. There. I'm shooting the computer, not the player. Okay, there we go. With the New York Yankees of the American League not performing well, Yankees owner Robert Rupert and Tillincast L. Hamadeh Houston sought to replace Wild Bill Donovan as manager. Ben Johnson, American League president, suggested Huggins to Rupert as a replacement for Donovan. Houston, who had been in Europe at the time that Rupert had made the appointment, disliked Huggins and wanted to hire Wilbert Robinson, his drinking buddy. Rupert himself had been put off by Huggins' wool cap and practice of smoking pipes in public, which he felt was the mark of the working class. However, Rupert reviewed Huggins upon Johnson's recommendation and agreed that Huggins knew much about baseball. Rupert offered a job to Huggins, who initially did not want to take the position, as the Yankees were in no better position than the Cardinals. J.G. Taylor Spink of the Sporting News eventually convinced Huggins to accept the offer, and he signed a 2-year contract. The hiring of Huggins drove a wedge between the co-owners that culminated and did not shy away from making personal changes. Upon taking over, in Huggins' first season with the Yankees, the team finished 4th in the American League. After that season, he obtained Ernie Shore, Dutch Leonard, Duffy Lewis from the Boston Red Sox. For Ray Caldwell, Frank Gilhooly, Slim Love, and Roxy Waters. The following year, he traded Pratt, Muddy Rule, Hank Thormelvian, and Sammy Vick to the Red Sox for Waite Hoyt, Harry Harper, Michael McNally, and Wally Schang. Higgins signed a 1-year contract to remain with the Yankees for a reported $12,000. Houston continually took the side of his players with an argument they had against Huggins, criticizing Huggins in the press when the Yankees lost the pennant in 1920. Meanwhile, Rupert was best known at best a lukewarm advocate of Huggins. Babe Ruth resisted Huggins' discipline. He did not respect Huggins due to his small stature, soft-spoken nature, and inability to fight, and Huggins was unable to endure punishment on Ruth, despised being well educated. The Yankees finished 3rd in the American League in 1919 and 1920. Higgins signed a 1-year contract to remain with the team in 1921. Coming into the 1921 season, Huggins was still experiencing criticism in the press. Hugh Fullerton wrote that in the past, Huggins was not shown as a leader of men. By that season, Huggins developed Aaron Ward, Wally Pop, and Bob Shockey. The Yankees won their first American League pennant in 1921, reaching the World Series for the first time in franchise history. Silencing the critics in the press, however, they lost the 1921 World Series to the New York Giants. In response, Huggins sought to add more pitching talent. Before the 1922 season, Huggins acquired Johnny Mitchell from the Vernon Tigers in the Pacific Coast League and traded he aided Higgins in players' transactions. The Yankees repeated as American League champions that season, but lost the 1922 World Series. Again, the Giants, with the newly gained confidence of the owners. Huggins was retained as manager. The Yankees won their first World Series in 1923, preventing the Giants from repeating as champions for the 3rd consecutive season. They were unable to retain their title the following season, however, finishing 2nd in the American League to the Washington Senators. Huggins had come to regret his trade to Urban Stocker to the Browns. In St. Louis, the spitballer Shocker had come into his own as a starter. Sorry, my leg bumped my table there. Probably looked like an earthquake, right? Racking up 4 straight 20-win seasons, 1920 to 23, and leading the American League with 27 wins in 1921 and strikeouts the following year. And I just saw it on my delayed version here. When he won 24 games, Shocker was reacquired for Bullet Joe Bush, Milt Gaston, and Joe Girard in 1924. However, through 42 games of the 1925 season, the Yankees were still working on getting a new stadium. No, not stadium. What am I doing here, Mom Doll? With Rupert's full support, Huggins' duties with the Yankees included keeping Ruth in line. Unafraid of his star player, Huggins and Ruth often clashed. Huggins suspended Ruth indefinitely on August 29, 1925 for misconduct off the playing field, while also fining him $5,000, $83,400 in current dollar terms, and it was an away game in St. Louis. Ruth was ordered to pay his own way back to New York. The actual reason was because he had arrived late for batting practice that after. Ruth responded by claiming Rupert would rescind the fine and suspension and that he would never play for Huggins again. Believing that Rupert would side with him over Huggins, however, Rupert insisted that the fine would stand and Ruth would be suspended for as long as Huggins desired. After apologizing to Huggins and Rupert, Ruth was reinstated on September 5th. Ruth did not challenge Huggins' authority again. Huggins remained confident in his team's ability to repeat as American League champions in the 1928 season. Huggins supplemented his team by category and defeated the Cardinals 4-0. This was the first time the team swept their opponents in consecutive World Series. And then on to his death, Huggins fell sick on September 20th, 1929, and checked into St. Vincent's Catholic Medical Center for erysipelas. His condition was complicated by the development of influenza with high fever. The Yankees club physician, in consultation with other doctors, decided to administer a blood transfusion. The Yankees club. But despite their best efforts, Huggins died at the age of 51 on September 25th, 1929, of pneumonia. The American League canceled its games for September 27th, the day of his funeral, and his viewing at Yankee Stadium drew thousands of tearful eyes. A moment of silence was held for Huggins before the start of Game 4 of the 1929 World Series at Philadelphia's Shibe Park, after which the A's overcame an 8-0 Cubs advantage with 10 runs in the last of the seventh for a spectacular 10-8 come-from-behind victory and a 3-1 series advantage. He was interred in Spring Grove Cemetery in his native Cincinnati. The Yankees found it difficult to replace Huggins. Art Fletcher managed the team for his final 11 games of the 1929 season, but he did not want to manage the team full-time. After the season, Rupert offered the job in turn to Fletcher, Donnie Bush, and Eddie Collins, all of whom declined. Eventually, Bob the Gob Shockey agreed to serve as the Yankees manager for the 1930 season, leading the team to build a third-place finish. It says playing and managing profile. Huggins was listed at 5 feet 5 inches and 140 pounds. His small stature inspired nicknames Mighty Mite and the Mite Manager. He was also known as Rabbit and Little Everywhere for his ability to cover ground in the infield. An excellent leadoff batter and defensive second baseman, he ended his playing career with a .265 batting average and a .956 fielding percentage. He led the league in walks 4 times and regularly posted an on-base percentage near 400. He scored 100 or more runs 3 times and regularly stole 30 or more bases for 324 lifetime steals. On the downside, in 1914, he set the single-season caught stealing record in the National League when he was thrown out 36 times, as opposed to the 32 successful steals. Huggins finished his managerial career with a 1,413 wins and 1,134 loss record. His 1,413 wins as manager ranks 23rd all-time at the start of the 2012 season. Huggins finished the managerial career with a 1,413 wins, 1,134 record. His 1,413 wins as a manager ranks 23rd all-time as of the start of the 2012 season. He learned his managerial strategy by observing Hanlon and Breshnan. His managerial style at first emphasized speed, stealing, and hit and runs. For his slugging Yankees of the 1920s, he recruited power hitters and consistent as opposed to brilliant pitchers. As far as his legacy, in 1915, umpire and sports writer Billy Evans wrote about the scarcity of competent second basemen in baseball and listed Huggins, Collins, Pratt, Johnny Evers, and Nap Lajoie as the best in the game. He later wrote that Huggins was one of the greatest managers I ever met. Bill James, Huggins is third base. The Yankees dedicated a monument to Huggins on May 30th, 1932, placing it in the front of the flagpole in center field at Yankee Stadium. Huggins was the first Yankees legend granted this honor. Later, posthumous monuments were added there. For Lou Gehrig in 1941, Babe Ruth in 1949. These always remained within the field of play so long as Yankee Stadium maintained its original accommodations, outfield dimensions, and reached 461 feet right center. Excuse me. Then, as far as his personal life, on a near closing note here, Huggins was a private man who kept to himself. He lived in Cincinnati during the winters while playing for the Reds and Cardinals, but began to make St. Petersburg, Florida, his winter home while managing the Yankees. Huggins did not marry and lived with his sister while in Cincinnati. Huggins invested in real estate holdings in Florida, although he sold them in 1926, 3 years before the stock market crash. Fortunately for him, as they took too much of his time away from baseball. He enjoyed playing golf, billiards in his spare time. He was portrayed by Ernie Adams in The Pride of the Yankees, Fred Leitner, The Babe Ruth Story, Bruce Weitz, and Babe Ruth, and Joe Rango, The Babe. Okay, do a real quick recap here on Miller Huggins. Miller Huggins with the St. Louis Cardinals in 1910 was a second baseman and manager. Born March 27, 1878 in Cincinnati, Ohio in the United States. Died September 25, 1929 at the age of 51. New York City, New York. Batted switch hitter, threw right-handed. MLB debut April 15, 1904 for the Cincinnati Reds. September 13, 1916 for the St. Louis Cardinals. His MLB stats are batting average .265, home runs 9, runs batted in 3,818, stolen bases 324, managerial record 1,413 wins, 1,134 losses with a .555 winning percentage. As a player, he played for the Cincinnati Reds in 1904 to 1909, 1910 to 1916 for the Cardinals. As a manager, 13 to 17 for the Cardinals, 18 to 29 for the Yankees, 3 times World Series champion, 32, 27, and 28, and again, he's a member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame, inducted in 1964, and his election method was the Veterans Committee. Hopefully you enjoyed Miller Huggins' biography. So next up to bat for tomorrow will be William Ambrose Hulbert. William Ambrose Hulbert. Get in here. Yep. Mind me, I'm having a channel burp here. Come on. Anyway, I will put him off to the side here. He is finished. And tomorrow we will have our next Hall of Famer. Again, William Hulbert. William Hulbert. We mark up my list here as we're going through the Hall of Famers. Again, don't forget, back in the day in 2020, I started with Hank Aaron. And we are put this back here, get back into my stream here, see what we've got left for time. So yeah, tomorrow will be episode 145, William Hulbert. William Hulbert. Put my master list right over to the side here. And then let's do, get ready for tomorrow. Looks like he's a get over here. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, I didn't realize that. Maybe that's what the problem was here. Oh, that was laying against the wall, my modem. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. What do we got here? Oh, we're just over 1 hour. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up for today. Sometimes when I have a short biography, I can fit in some additional content and stuff. But we will do this. Let's get ready to do this. We're over the hour mark, so let me put in my right. We've got it here. 12. End of stream. 2-minute warning. All right, so we're here. All right, there we go. Let's see. Bernie H is here. God is Great is here. God is Great is here with 2. Hunter Buscher's here with 2. Big Race Ball Cards is here with 2. God is Great. Got you, God is Great. And Boomslang's here. He's got 2. Oh yeah, by the way, everybody is good there. Is good to go. I've got all the October giveaway items mailed out. I've got all the Patreon packages mailed out. So if you're a Patreon, those packages got picked up today. The October giveaway packages have been sent out. They're on their way to your houses. So just wanted to mention that and update that. God is Great. Cards in My Car with R. Posada is here. How you doing there, Robert? Thanks for popping into the stream here today. We'll give you your entries today. Let's see here. What do we have? 12, 13, 14. As soon as I type it in there, if you want to type in something real quick and say you're here, present, 6 viewers. So bumpity bump bump bum. So go down the list and tell you who I've got here for now. If I missed you real quick, make sure you let me know before you sign off. I got Bernie H, I got Big Ray, I got Boomslang, I got Cards in My Car with R. Posada, God is Great, Hunter Buscher. Did I miss anybody? Bernie H is in the house. Yep, I got Bernie H. Have a great evening, Donald, everybody. Another great stream. As always, thanks, Bernie, for all your faithful support and being my #1 Patreon customer. Appreciate you, brother. Hopefully you and your son have fun with this new package. I sent you the snapshot pictures I took. So since it's a double issue and stuff, you'll be doing good. The 3 Yankees boxes are labeled. The 3 Pittsburgh Pirate boxes are labeled. You're gonna have fun opening that box, I think. We will. All right. So you all take care. This has been Don Blomdahl with Hall of Fame Biography. It's episode 144. William Hulbert trivia, and didn't have time for extra content, but we had a great day. Y'all take care. We will see you tomorrow, Wednesday, for our next episode. William Hulbert is our next Hall of Fame biography. Until then, y'all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And it's not just words, but be blessed. Y'all take care and have a wonderful and blessed night. We'll see you around the stream somewhere, sometime, where you least